Welcome everybody, gather round. We're going to review just the opening of one of my recent games on chess.com. Here with my trusty AI friend Belvedere.
Is this the game you mentioned, sir?
Yes, that's the one.
Loading now. I see you had the white pieces and opened with e4.
Then what?
Our opponent played e5. You respond with knight c3. They played d6, the Vienna game. You play bishop c4.
Yes, and here they brought their queen out early. Stumped me somewhat. I felt like moving my pawn to the safety of g3 would leave permanent weaknesses on the light squares on my king side. So I opted to defend the pawn with queen f3. It has the added bonus of threatening here. So, did I choose wisely, my friend?
Of those choices, yes, sir. However, should this happen again, may I introduce you to the poisoned pawn?
Sounds intriguing.
You could have played knight f3, encouraging them to take on g2. For capturing here is a dangerous inaccuracy, hence poisoned pawn. You can respond with rook g1, forcing their queen to h3. From here there is a brutal tactic that I wouldn't expect your dilapidated cognitive circuitry to find.
What? Who? When?
Bishop takes f7 check would be the move here, sir.
Well, tickle my tootsies and teach me to tap dance. Seems so obvious now. If they recapture with their king, I'd have knight g5, and I'd win their queen.
Precisely, sir. Their best move would be king d8. And your best response would be to attack their queen with rook g3. And they'd be wise to play queen d7. And here the move knight g5 still carries the same weight.
Really? But it's not threatening their king or queen from there.
Not yet, sir, but our opponent's best three options all cost them a queen. Example 1. They play h6, attacking our knight. We can play knight e6 check, and their best response is to trade their queen for the knight and bishop. Example 2. They play knight f6. Here you can bring the bishop back to b3, and after their move, the same knight e6 check threat still applies. And example 3. They play knight c6. Here you can attack their queen with our bishop straight away. And again, they are actually slightly better off trading their queen for the bishop and knight.
Absolutely fascinating, dear boy. And all from the poisoned pawn.
Indeed, sir.
Well, very helpful, Belvedere. Thank you. And thanks to my opponent and all our brothers and sisters in Egypt, also to chess.com for being jolly good sports. And all that remains now is to try and remember what I've learned, make myself a brew, then play chess.